2, 1. Yep, that's got a red sticker up in the top hand corner, so I think we're connected on there too. That's brilliant. So hello everybody, those who are connecting on Zoom already, and those who will be soon to find this on the Facebook Live. Welcome everyone. I can see people starting to arrive on Facebook Live. Let me just check whether I can see the comments and things this time, because I know we had a few games with that last time. Last time was the first time I wasn't able to see the comments. Let me just see now. So if you're joining on Facebook Live, just kind of say hello with a thumbs up or a heart, or pop something in the comments just to let us know that you're on there, and I will hopefully see things popping up at the side. Yeah, I think I've done it this time. Hello, I can see you all. I can see there's people on there. I can see the bubbles going up on the side, and I can see the comments. So fantastic. Whatever it was that I couldn't do last week, I've cracked it. Don't ask me what I did. As usual with these sorts of things, you just normally swipe something on a screen one way or another, and it seems to work. I can see the comments on there, Georgie. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great, we're there, and people joining in on Zoom as well. So welcome everyone. Once again, I'm kind of slightly ahead of time, just set up, so it gives us a little moment just to arrive, and as well for the Facebook Live for people to find the video. One of the things that I get comments wise a lot on the Facebook Live is people, when it actually comes to time, can't find the video. So if you've seen this at some point in a group, if you're able to now, I'm not able to do it on the screen, but if you're able to click share and share that into a group or something, that would be really fantastic. Just so then people who had seen it there earlier when I'd put something out about it are able to find it. So as you're arriving, just again let us know. Say hi. Let us know where you're joining in from. Say hi to one another. Dom, just reading the comments going up on the screen there. Love the lockdown hair and beard. I wondered how long I could go with putting up the same picture from week 1 of lockdown throughout it all, as kind of like the picture to say that the drumming circle's going on. I needed a slightly updated one with without the haircut and kind of without the shave. Fantastic. All right, hello and welcome everybody who's joining in on Zoom. I can see more people arriving there. Let us know where you're joining in from as well. It's great to kind of see where everybody's connecting in from as well. Friends joining in from Aberdeenshire, from Lille in France, from Warwickshire as well, from Inverness, from London, some from our local. This obviously the last Tuesday of the month would be when the Ashford drumming circle would normally be going on. So some of our friends from the Ashford group, people joining in from London. It reminds me as well, a number of people have asked whether or not these online groups will carry on. Oh, joining in from North Carolina again, Simone. Whether these online groups will carry on after lockdown, and the plan is yes. And the last Tuesday of the month is when my drumming circle in Ashford takes place. But what I'll look to do is continue with the second Tuesday of the month with an online one. So it will kind of go down to once a month rather than twice a month. But we will carry on. We've got more people joining in from France, more people joining in from London, some people joining in from Southend. I might have missed one on the top there. Can't see just above that line. But yeah, these spaces that we've been able to create where people are joining in from everywhere, and we're connecting in with that circle. And it's been really, really quite powerful connecting in with that wider circle. Idel in Edinburgh, fantastic, good to see you. In Worcestershire as well. So yeah, we will be continuing with these even when we're kind of able to, for the last Tuesday of the month, to go back to our group in Ashford. we'll continue on the second Tuesday of the month. Until then, we'll be carrying on with the second Tuesday and the last Tuesday of the month. Which this month was, it's a longer month, so it's been 3 weeks since the last one. And I had to kind of remember how I set it all up. Which reminds me, I still need to press the original sound button on Zoom, otherwise you won't hear the drumming. There we go, I remembered in time. Okay, so for those who are able to see the Facebook one or see it later, all of the links that I kind of tend to get asked for are on there. So I send out the updates with these on the mailing list. The mailing list links for both Heron Drums and for my Jonathan Weekes mailing list is also on there in the blurb of the Facebook Live one. There's also the online course for shamanic journeying for people who are wanting to do a bit more with shamanic journeying. It's kind of running over a number of weeks, but it's all online there with recorded classes, so you can start whenever. The details of that are in the blurb of the Facebook Live link as well, and the donations link. It's not kind of compulsory donations, but where I'm not doing the in-person groups and workshops at the moment, it's just something that helps. So if people are able to, that link is in the blurb as well for on the Facebook Live one. So all of those things that you can find there. Just a few more people have joined. Do let us know. Hello, those people who have joined on the Facebook Live. Let us know where you've joined in from. I can see more people joining on the Zoom call as well. Christine from Gisborough. Yes, I've learnt that. I don't know. It's years that kind of ago that I first met you, Christine, and I was up. It was nearby. It wasn't in Gisborough, but it's been. I've seen that name written down ever since, and it's only kind of in the last couple of months that you've kind of corrected me on how to spell it, on how to pronounce it. So thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, all right, lovely. I can see now on the Facebook Live. Do let us know that you're there, either with a thumbs up or a heart on the Facebook Live. I can see you on the Zoom, so I can see you're there. But yeah, friends joining in from Deal, from London. If you're just arriving on the Zoom call, just join in on the chat as well if you can. It's not quite so easy on the phone, I know, but yeah, just let us know where you're joining in from. Great, so some more friends from London, some from France, from the Wirral. Wonderful. Near Pontefract. Hello there, good to see you. Fantastic, hello everyone. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And if you're watching the Facebook Live one, do click share on it, because there's a lot of people who don't see it when it first goes up, and who are kind of looking for it later on in the evening or tomorrow. So it just helps find kind of those extra people who are looking for it if it's being shared. More friends from Pontefract. I think I missed one at the top there, but I think that's Wanted. Just saw. Hello, those who just joined on Zoom. Just let us know where you're joining in from. Pop it in the comments if you can there. From Surrey as well. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. We've still got a few people kind of joining on the Zoom call, so I'll just give it another minute or so, and then we'll begin and we'll open this evening. From Surrey, from Cheshire, from Winchester. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And from Nottingham as well. From Cheshire. Leicester as well. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to this as a time to kind of connecting together, to ground, to connecting with the drum in a circle. It's really something that stood out for me, this feeling of connection in this much wider circle, and with people joining in from across different hemispheres, across continents, across countries. More people just joining in there. So let's just take a moment at the start of this just to center and ground ourselves. I'm going to light some smudge, and if you tend to smudge or you tend to use incenses at home for smudging and for that grounding and focusing at the start of doing something like this, it's a good chance to grab them. And I've mentioned this on kind of the last session as well. This is an online one, and it kind of often happens that we might need to kind of nip out and do things. Realise that we kind of go into a space during this and we kind of drop in a little bit deeper in ourselves. And so that if we then get called to go and do something else, do just take a moment just to do this again, just to centre, focus on your breathing, ground, moving your feet and your fingers, just to really ground and centre yourself, bring yourself right kind of back to yourself before you kind of go off and do something else. I do hope you'll stay for kind of the whole about 90 minutes. We're going to do a journey this evening as well in the middle, so do make sure in that middle section, if you're going to start the journey, that you're able to finish it. I will remind you on that as well in the meantime, when we kind of get closer to that. So yeah, somebody said I've missed the dates that I was saying at the beginning. On the blurb at the top of the Facebook Live, there's the mailing list for Heron Drums. Click on that and sign up to that if you're not already, and I will send you emails and reminders. You won't be able to miss it because you'll get the reminders and the links and things like that. So, they're going to be twice a month, second Tuesday and last Tuesday, but for specific reminders and links for things, do kind of go onto the mailing list at the top there. Okay. So I'm going to start with incense, but for all of you, wherever you are, just take a moment just to center with your breath. And just breathe that little bit deeper into yourself. And just breathing a bit more down to your belly. Just that little bit to ground yourself. We're coming maybe from whatever we've been doing in our busy days. We may have just moved from one room to another. We've just need to take that moment to step from the normal everyday into this sacred space that we'll share together this evening for the drumming. If you work with visualization a lot and visualization helps for you, visualize tree roots coming out of your legs, ankles and feet, going down into the ground, going deep into the ground there. And as you breathe, just drawing in that grounding energy as your roots extend deeper into the earth. And I can see those who have joined on Zoom with Smudge, fantastic. Those who are joining on Facebook Live that I can't see, who are maybe smudging, fantastic. But for all of us, this sage is here burning just for the whole circle. For those of us who are joining us live now, and also those who are joining after the event, just to help us as we have this space, this circle together, to be grounded, present, protected and held. And the sage there, just that cleansing and healing plant there, just we ask those plant spirits just to help us with all of that as we step out of the normal everyday and step into the space for tonight's circle. And so, as we drop down from that head, down into our heart, down into ourselves, we send out that call to the land. this land beneath us that holds us and heals us and guides us on our journey through life, to the spirits of the land, to the spirits of Mother Earth, to the elements of air, to all of those winds that have blown across the land in the last few days, those wild winds of change that help to clear away the old and help to bring in the new. And to those waters, those mighty empowered storm storm rains that have fallen in the last few days to nourish the earth, and all of those that have flown into the rivers and streams and out to the sea. We work with that energy of flow as we work with our depths. And to the element of fire, this being our first gathering together after the summer solstice. We honour that solstice sun, that solstice fire, that symbol of life in its fullness. And just as we honour all of those fires within us, those fires of creativity, of joy, excitement, of illumination, of awakening. And let's also call to all of those guides, all of those healers and teachers and spirit allies that work with us and work through us. And let's call to the spirit of the ancestors and feel their support in this circle, feel them close as they hold us here in this space tonight. And so for all of us in this space, in this circle that are gathering here now in this moment, and all of those that are joining us after the event, we call to all of the spirits of the north, east, south and west, and we ask the circle to be blessed. And to the earth below and sky above, fill the circle with purest love. Blessed be. And blessed be, Aho, Amen. Cheers. However it is for you to end prayers, whatever the right way it is for you to end prayers and sharing. Hi. So hello and welcome again everybody who's joining in for tonight. I see a few more people have joined. A couple of questions there I'll just respond to in just a second. Some of you may already know from previous ones, but if this is your first one, or if you missed the points on previous groups, they're on cue. Heidi is in the background somewhere in the house, and once the drumming starts, what has happened most times is that she's come up here and laid down quietly, but you may hear her barking somewhere else in the house if there's something exciting going on in the road, or if a chaffinch lands on the fence in the garden or something like that. You might hear her in the distance there. And she goes again. So yeah, as mentioned, I saw a question about it. We're going to do a couple of rounds of drumming this evening. We're then going to have a journey, and we're then going to finish with a healing round. The journey will be in the middle of the evening. I will let you know when we're kind of going to be about to start it. It will be about 10 minutes or so long. As I say, it's best if you're able to stay through the whole thing, definitely, then kind of join in with that. Otherwise, it will be there on the recording afterwards, and it may be something that you just sit with for yourself and feel the energy of the drumming, and then do the journey at a later stage when you've definitely got a bit of time for it, rather than kind of getting jolted out halfway through, well, something to do with washing up or a cat walking in the room or something like that. So that's the plan for this evening. As we have been doing on these, our first round of drumming, let's just do that to connect in as a circle. This round of drumming, every round of drumming has a prayer and intention, and our first round here, just because we have to send out that extra bit of energy while we're here in this wider circle, we'll do it for unity among everybody who's connecting in this circle this evening. So for those who have got their drums on Zoom, give us a wave, give us a drum wave. Excellent, fantastic, lovely to see you. Those on Facebook with your drums, give us a drum wave with a a thumb or a heart or something like that. Let us know that you're there. Give us a thumb if you've got a drum there. If you're joining without a drum but just joining in kind of just being present with us and joining in with an open heart, give us a heart one. That works well on there. All right, great. So lots of thumbs, thumb rhymes with drum, and lots of hearts going up on there. Good, we're getting there. After however many weeks, we're working out a system for this. I'm just really glad I can see the comments and the hearts on there now with you all. So fantastic. Welcome all of those who are just arriving and joining. This round of drumming to start off with this evening is our unity round of drumming. And let's just send out that prayer and intention for us to connect as our wider circle. So join in with the drumming, join in with an open heart for unity. Take some deep breaths just to breathe in the energy of that connection together as a circle. And just those deeper breaths just help bring you back after the round of drumming, just wiggling your toes and your fingers. Just moving your body a bit. Okay, fantastic. I can see people just on the Facebook who are just coming back. Just let us know either with a comment or with a bubble, whichever's easiest. Just to let us know that you're back and with us after that. And yeah, on the Zoom, wiggle your fingers. Fantastic, fantastic. We're all back there. Brilliant. I can see people back on, plenty back on Facebook. A whole load of bubbles just went up then. All right. Connected as a circle. How did that feel? If it's kind of the first time connecting as a circle together online, how was it? If you've been on these before on previous weeks, how was it? How was it different? How is it this week? As I've commented previously, I tend to be quite visual, so I look to try and see the kind of the circle connection together, or feel it as it's going on, or kind of see what it feels like, or get an image for it. And this was lots of blue ribbons, just kind of just weaving in and sort of interlacing around in a circle this evening, which was really quite a nice image. So people coming back and feeling wonderful and great, people feeling connected on Zoom. There's something really quite lovely, yes, exactly as you say, there's something quite lovely of being able to see the faces still, even if we can't be in a room on Zoom, and hearing each other's drums in that way, just being able to be in the space there to see each other's faces. On Facebook, just to be able to see each other's comments going on there and seeing people saying hello to one another and seeing the bubbles go up. We can kind of, it's great to be a part of it all together. Yeah, seeing the different drums on Zoom as well. Wonderful, wonderful. That's fantastic. So, as I mentioned in the opening, this evening is the first one we've done after the summer solstice. Just fantastic people sharing more of their experience on there. I have to kind of, for the longer ones, I have to see afterwards when I can read the full thing that's written there. A question that's just come up: how do we connect with Zoom for next time? Join the Facebook, join the mailing list, and I tend to put up the link on Facebook as well the day before. So if you have a look on the Facebook page now, and scroll through to the post that I put up yesterday, it will be one of the last posts. It will have the Zoom link on there as well, so it's possible to find that now if you wanted to join in as well this evening on the Zoom call. But in order to kind of keep up to date with those and kind of get all of the details for those, the mailing list is the place where I send it out on, and then it's easier to find because it's in your emails. And all of the details for the mailing lists and for the Shamanic Journeying course are all in the blurb at the top of the Facebook Live video. So in the post at the top, it will have all of that there in the blurb. If somebody's able to copy any of that into the comments section while we're going, that will be fantastic. That might make it kind of easier for some people to find things. So yeah, our first kind of drumming get together since the summer solstice, and so I wanted to do a round of drumming just to honour that summer energy, and the journey this evening will be to connect in with the spirit of the season again. But we'll just do a round of drumming now just to honour the summer solstice. But I'm wanting to hear, first of all, what did you guys do for summer solstice? Let us know in the comments or in the chat there. What did you do during the summer solstice? Did you get out to see the sunrise? Did you do something privately? Did people join in and watch the Stonehenge live stream, the kind of the live stream they did for that? I'm gonna sit closer. Oh, brilliant! Thank you, Adele, for sharing the mailing list details on the comment section there. So some people did a summer solstice meditation. Fantastic. What else did people do? We went out. I say we because Heidi came out with me. We went out to see the sunrise just locally here. Some people did a solstice retreat. Fantastic. Some people watched the sunrise and had a fire. We went out and went out with our offerings and had some incense going, and did our own little private thing to mark the sunrise. Heidi, bless her, just kind of acted as the trickster throughout it all. She didn't quite understand why I was waking up that early in the morning, considering kind of how I normally try and get her to lie in as much as possible when she wakes up with the sunrise. And she was even more confused that we were going out for a walk at 4 in the morning, or whatever time it was that we headed out. Oh, fantastic. So lots of people doing fire ceremonies, fireball ceremonies, so firing cacao ceremonies, people happening. People joining in with druidic ceremonies online. Some people saw the sunrise and the sunset by live stream, and had their, by the looks of that, the kind of your own ceremony on your altar there. Fantastic. More fire ceremonies. Wow, lots of people coming in. People going for a solo walk. Lovely. Lovely. People decking their altar with oak, elder and holly. Lovely. Did some live drumming with friends. Fantastic. The drums were being heard. Brilliant. Welcomed in the sunrise in the back garden, and then joined friends for drumming later in the woodland. Superb, superb. Alright, so lots and lots that people were doing to mark the solstice then. So we're going to carry that energy into this round of drumming, just to have a space here together where we'll honour the summer solstice and this spirit of the season in general. And we'll... The weather has slightly changed since it was last week. It kind of it's back to what we usually have at kind of towards the end of June, where there's kind of normally earlier in June where we get a little bit of a colder spell. But we're still there. The land is still in that time of summer, in that time where all of the flowers are coming out, all of the leaves are in their fullness. And so many people have commented on previous sessions that they've been connecting in with the garden a bit more and with the land a bit more with growing veg, and people will see a lot more of that coming up now and really starting to flourish now here in kind of the height of the season. I'm going to, for this round of drumming, play the drum that's usually the big one behind me there, but this is my summer solstice drum. It was a kind of a birthday drum that I made kind of years ago, but it's quite a temperamental one, and it seems to only play around the summer solstice. Apart from that, it tends to kind of have a sulk and say it's too cold. So I'm going to give this a go because this is my solstice drum. I just want to test first for the Zoom folks. Can you just have a listen to this first of all? I want to make sure that I'm not going to blow the eardrums and things like that, and that it doesn't become kind of too buzzy or rattly because of the sound of it. So if you'd give us a wave if it sounds all right, and send distress signals if it sounds awful. Okay, so we've got thumbs up there on that one. It's even now, just because it's a bit colder, it's sounding a bit flat. So we'll see how we go with it. It's not too bad actually, but it's kind of I know what it sounds like when it's really, really warm. So for all of the things that we did over summer solstice, for all of the intentions maybe that we connected in with around that time, all of the personal reflections and meditations that we might have done, all of those prayers that went into those fire ceremonies, all of those contemplations and reflections that we did while we sat and watched the sunrise. In honour of the summer solstice and the spirit of the season, we have this round of drumming. So again, just reconnecting with your breath. Breathing that down into your body. Just deepening it that little bit. Just breathing your energy and your awareness all the way back down. Bring yourself back from that. And let us know when you're back if either with thumbs or hearts on Facebook or comments, and spacey waves on Zoom. I say spacey waves. I need another deep breath myself. Oh yeah, spacey waves. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, so those on Facebook, just let us know that you're back and you're there just by either sending up a bubble or popping a comment in. That drum came across all right then, sound-wise on Facebook then. Neighbours probably raising. Oh, people kind of worried about the neighbours with the sound of the drum. No, good relationship with the neighbours. It's just the dog at the top of the stairs who's having a few grumbles at the drum. I saw her at the corner of my eye at some point. She poked her head in and was like, "What are you doing now?" Right, okay, I'll go and sit down. Alright, so people feeling energized, people feeling kind of great energies from that. How about others? How you doing on Zoom? You there? You feeling good? Excellent, excellent. Alright, so we're going to carry that energy into the next bit, which we'll do a journey now. We'll just have a journey to connect in with the spirit of the season. You know, carrying that energy from the summer solstice, just to connect in with what strength we're needing now at this time of year. And for those who have done journeys before, I'll talk through what I'm going to be doing drumming wise, but it's just so you're aware. Think now if you've got time to be here through the whole journey, it's maybe about 10 minutes or so from when we start. If you can't do the journey now because you've got too much going on, distractions, the recording will be here. You can join in another time and you can just sit here in meditation just for yourself rather than dropping down into doing a journey just right now. But those who can, I'm going to be doing the journey for about 10 minutes. I'll be playing the drum, I'll be beating the drum, and the suggestion is where you are, sitting or laying down, just to close your eyes and go into that inner space for the journey. And go in with the intention, when the drumming starts, go with that intention that you're journeying to connect with the spirit of the season for whatever strength or energy you're needing right now. And visualize, actively visualize at the start of this a tree. Go into the tree, down through the roots and down into the earth, and you will arrive in a landscape somewhere. That will be your landscape to arrive in, and there you'll connect with the spirit of the season in whatever form that teacher, that being appears in for you. And it's to connect with a strength or an energy that you're needing right now. And so you may get told what that is, you may see what that is. That experience will be yours. As I say, if it's a bit hectic at the moment, there's things going on, come back to the recording on Facebook and join on for this. It will be there kind of straight away afterwards. But if you can join in with it now, we're going to be going for about 10 minutes. Lay down, sit kind of comfortably and close your eyes. And I'll just kind of repeat the instructions again as I start the drum rhythm. Hold that intention in your mind and in your heart that this is a journey to connect with the spirit of the season for whatever strength and energy you're needing now. Visualize a tree. It may be a tree that you know, it may be a tree that just appears for you in this, and go into that tree and down the roots. And I'll keep that going for about 10 minutes, and I'll let you know when we're coming back by doing a callback. The beat will change. There'll be 4 beats of 4, and that's your time to say your thank yous for anything you've experienced. and gather up anything you've been given maybe, and then the drum beat will pick up faster and faster and faster for you to come backwards up the tree roots, all the way back up through the earth and back to the start, back to where we are kind of at the start here. Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. So join in if you can, or just kind of sit with the energy of the drumming if now's not the time for a journey for yourself. You may want to pop the lights off. I've not got any more lights really that I can turn off in here. I wonder if I could turn this one down a bit, just so my screen glare is not so bright for you all. Oh, that does it a little bit. Great. So if I just talk you into the start of it, wherever you are, sitting or laying, just give yourself that moment just to focus on the rhythm of your breathing. There's no need to change it or affect it in any way this time. You don't need to do anything special with your breathing. Just notice it and feel the sensations of your breath as you breathe in, as you exhale. Just notice all of the sensations, whether it's a light cooling of your nostrils as you take in the breath, the feeling of your lungs filling with air, or that feeling of release as you exhale, and that small moment of stillness before the next breath in. Just noticing the gentle rise and fall of your chest or shoulders as you breathe. And as we begin this journey, as I say, hold that intention in your mind and in your heart that you're connecting with the spirit of the season in whatever form it appears to you, for whatever strength or energy you're needing right now. And journeying down that tree, down the tree roots, down into the earth to arrive where you arrive. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And so now, as I begin the drumming, I wish you all a happy journey. Just letting the breath bring you back. Just wherever you are, just taking that breath deep down into your belly. And out. Just breathing your energy and your awareness right back into your body, right back into your fingers and your toes. Right back to here and now. Just moving your fingers and your toes, moving your body. Open your eyes, look around the room. Really kind of be back here in the room. Alright. And moving a little bit just helps you get back into your body. So let us know when you're back. Send up a bubble, give us a wave, pop a comment or something in the chat. Alright, fantastic. I can see many Zoomers back. Always takes a few seconds for all the bubbles to appear on Facebook. Oh, they're starting. Fantastic. Oh, even some smiley happy faces. Okay, so people's kind of popping their reflections down on there. Somebody's talking about a tree blessing. Somebody said that they've returned with such a big smile. Other people back. Excellent. Other messages in for people. There's no, journeys are personal, so please don't feel you have to kind of write anything about your journey in the comment section there. If there's anything you want to kind of comment on about how you're feeling now as you return from it, fantastic. We'd love to hear that. Please do share. But, a lot of these things are personal, so do keep them for yourself if you want to sit and process them for a little bit. If there's anything from your journeys that you want to chat with me about privately on the Facebook Messenger or by email, send us an email. I'm happy to kind of talk to you. If there's anything you kind of want a bit of help understanding and processing with your journey. Pegasus is featured in a journey for somebody. Fantastic. Others getting gifts, others getting bones wrapped in cloth, others keys, others a feeling of awesomeness. Sally, I'm guessing all of those butterflies, did butterflies feature somehow in the journey for you? Lovely, lovely symbolism. Fantastic. I mentioned at the beginning as well, there's an online course that I've that went up last weekend for shamanic journeying, and it's an online course where everything is up there where you can access in your own time. So if it is something that you've tried here and there and are wanting to develop more, or wanting to kind of specifically develop as a practice for yourself, do have a look at the details in the blurb on the Facebook page, because it's got the link there for the shamanic journeying course. And that, if you're wanting to kind of take this further as a regular practice for yourself, that will have all of the bits there for you. So just getting a few more comments on. Raven appearing and giving gold coins. Other people talking about feeling very powerful, or the powerful insight from it. Fantastic. And feeling awesome. Fantastic. While drumming, I kind of while kind of part of the time keeping an eye that all of the technology hasn't kind of disappeared, that everything hasn't gone offline halfway through. I can't kind of completely kind of close my eyes and go into the journey for myself. But I dipped in on the edge of a little bit, and I really kind of felt a lot to do with the energy of excitement, of inner child, of new beginnings, and kind of a exciting new journey. So I'm going to take some time to reconnect in with that a little bit more and see if there's anything extra I can understand from that afterwards. People talking about it being a surprise where you go. That's the thing that I love. If you always kind of went to the same place, you kind of start to kind of go, well, what more is there here? What more is there here? It's the same place every single time. So always kind of exciting when you end up somewhere new, because all of that within the journey, all of the landscape has something in there to teach you, something to share with you. Brilliant, Hermione. A little doze. I can't see you on the screen there. Oh, there you are. A little doze. Yeah, absolutely. That was, what do you need right now? That must have been the answer. All right, fantastic. All right, so yeah, I may catch a couple more of those comments if they go up onto the screen. Oh, there we go. An owl and a horse. A horse maybe with a human head. We're getting a lot of the Pegasus and Centaur kind of more mythical creatures appearing in this one. I wonder what's kind of around in the kind of collective consciousness at the moment with all of that for people who've had those. Eagles as messengers, fantastic. And messages from Wales. I had a lovely moment on the linking back to the solstice one, on the solstice sunrise, that before the sun had come up, right above where it was, flying up from the line of where it would be coming up, was a hawk. Not a hawk, what is it? What's the one that does the hovering, that hovers in the sky there? It literally flew up from that point above where I was watching, where the sunrise was about to come up, and just thought, what a kind of fantastic messenger to kind of arrive at that point there, kind of the hawk of dawn. The birds of prey generally are kind of related to that element and that kind of direction for me. So to see that there in that moment. Kestrel. Wasn't a kite, no, we haven't got many kites over this way, but quite possibly a kestrel, yeah. Hey, fantastic. So again, no, small, not a buzzard, not as big as that. It was kestrel, or I can't. There's maybe another one locally that is one of the smaller ones that hover, but yeah, lovely to see a bird of prey there over the sunrise. All right. So our last round of drumming that we're going to do will be the healing round, important kind of for the energy that we're building and connecting in with here, for that to also be shared with others who are needing it. But just as a kind of a reminder on points and bits and pieces, on the Facebook one, if you're wanting any of those links, they're all there. If you're looking for the mailing list for Heron Drums, it's there. If you're looking for the mailing list for the Ancient Roots, which is the online courses, it's there. There's a link specifically for the Journeying course, and the PayPal donations link, if anybody's kind of wanting to or able to contribute something for this evening, the paypal.me/Heron Drums link is the place to easily be able to do that. It just come to mind, somebody saying sparrowhawks. That was the other one that I was thinking of. That's why I was saying hawk, but it's sparrowhawks quite possibly then. The other thing, I haven't kind of popped it in the link, but I'll pop it in the comments on Facebook afterwards. This weekend there is the Rooted and Wild online festival, which has got, I think, about 40-50 presenters, contributors doing free workshops. It's a free online festival. I'll pop the link to the group in the comments section. People sharing things on a whole wide range of different topics. I'm doing 2 talks over the weekend, one on Saturday and one on Sunday. I think it's Saturday evening and then Sunday midday, or just around midday. Both of them, one's related to, one's sacred men's work broadly, and the other one is to do with accessing the sacred masculine. So it's 2 workshops this weekend, and I'll pop the details about that, but it will also, you'll be able to see the programme for all of the other things that are going on that. So that's the only other link I've got to post on there. But yeah, any and all of that information, you'll be able to find all of those. Great. Can't see any other comments just yet. Wonderful. So let's focus in now for this healing round. And with this healing round, yeah, we've been connecting with all of that strength and that energy, and throughout the evening we we ground ourselves in that. And so from this place where we're at, we can send that love and strength out to others who need it. So let us know in the comments or in the chat, who are we wanting to send some love and strength to at the moment? Just pop them in the chat there, just to name anybody that we're wanting to drum some love and strength to at the moment. It's for them to do what they need to with it. It's just something as a so that they can feel that energy, just to lift them through whatever they're going through at the moment. We still know of people who are unwell with COVID. There are people who are unwell with other illnesses and conditions at the moment. People who are generally finding times hard and maybe harder right now. And all of those kind of people that come to mind right now who we want to drum some love and some strength to, just let us know in the messenger. No need to kind of put surnames or anything like that. There's kind of no need for kind of that if you don't want to kind of pop their full name, but just have their first name, and it puts them clearly into the centre of this circle where we are, for all together, that we can direct and send out this love and strength to them. So just seeing the names coming in there, just give it a moment just for them all to all trickle through. And it's a time in this round of drumming where do bring in your voice. Do yourself send that call out to if there are any healing spirits or deities that you work with, or any healing energies that you work with. We can bring that through what we're doing this round of drumming, and join in with your voice, with the drums. Hello, Heidi. So that we can collectively connect in with all of those with the drum and send that energy out and wide. Okay. You're going to come and lay down, sweetheart, because we're going to do another round of drumming. Yes. Right down. Go on, right down. She's brought me her fox, bless her. Come and lay down, Hides. Right down. Hey. All right. So for all of those, I see loads of names kind of coming up both on Zoom and on Facebook. For all of those that are named, and for any others that come into our minds during the round of drumming that we think of, can hold them in our minds and in our heart. And we'll send some love and strength to them for healing. And may the voices of all of those drums just ripple out across, to be felt by all of those that have been named, all of those that we've held in our hearts during that round of drumming, all of those that need it, just to help lift them through for wherever they're at the moment. May that healing be felt where it's needed. And so as we send that energy out, let's also send out the thanks to all of those spirits that have held us this evening, and all of the unseen that has weaved its energy in and throughout this evening. To the spirit of the season, for its insights and gifts, for its energy that it shared with us this evening. And to this circle of connection, the circle of unity, the space that we can come in together, where we continue to be held by its energy, by its protection, by its strength. May that be carried with us into the coming days and weeks and months. For all of those energies of all of the directions and of all of the elements, we say thank you, thank you, thank you, and blessed be. And thank you everybody for joining, and joining once again and coming in and sharing this space with us all. And I've seen a couple of comments go up throughout the evening, and I just want to add an extra thank you. Thank you for those on here this evening, but also those on my Facebook page yesterday who popped happy birthday messages up. It was my birthday yesterday, and I didn't get a chance today, through catching up from giving myself a day off yesterday, to put up a kind of a general thank you message. So thank you everybody who's kind of sent those kind of lovely birthday wishes, and those people who've joined in this, put that on there this evening. I did see them. I didn't want to kind of cut in halfway through the through the evening, kind of to talk about my birthday. But thank you. I did see all of the messages, and very, very grateful for them all. So yeah, once again, thanks very much for sharing this space. It's really, really lovely to kind of have this time to connect in with you again. July the 14th is the next time that we'll be doing an online circle. If you're likely to forget that, join the mailing list, because then I'll send you a reminder. And keep an eye, especially if you're on the Zoom one, do have a look in the comments section and the blurb on the Facebook one, because I'll pop that link in for the Rooted and Wild online festival that's this weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And it will have the links for everything else on there as well. So yes, thank you all very much for joining. And yeah, those who are saying thank you for the evening, you're welcome. It's lovely to continue to share these with you all. For those people who are still there, yes, those people who are kind of part of the Ashford lot, when we know what's going on with everything, when we can return to some sort of illusion of certainty and knowing what's going on, then we'll kind of put out a message to do with a return to the Ashford group on the last Tuesday of the month. But the second Tuesday of the month will continue to be online, and that will be the same for the end of July for sure. And we'll be kind of focusing in on the celebration of Lammas on the end of the month, end of July, at the 28th. So yes, lovely to connect with you all again. Good night to all of the Facebook livers. I'll click finish on this one here.